permission. He only goes to get water. Zainab alayhi salam says, Abbas, I was positive what our father had said would be true. But now I know that time has come close. Because they say that until Abbas was alive, the camp of Hussein used to sleep in peace. And the camp of Yazid could get no sleep. Because they knew Abbas is there. Abbas ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib. When he sat on the horse, his feet touched the ground. He was Abbas. While he's alive, the camp of Hussein used to sleep in peace. Everyone on this side would sleep in peace. Everyone on the side of Yazid would remain. In difficulty, they would not be able to sleep. When Abbas died, then the camp of Yazid used to sleep in peace. Now the camp of Hussein alayhi salam used to stay up at night. We have no protector. We have no guardian. Abbas has gone. He gave his arms for his master. He too is gone. Finally, Hussein alayhi salam stands on Dil Zainab. And he says, Hal min nasirin yansurna. Is there anyone to help us? Did Hussein alayhi salam need help? No, it was still an invitation. Do you want to save yourselves? Does anybody want to help himself? Save himself from the fire of hell. Is there somebody who wants to save himself from the fire? There's still time, you can come over. Nobody spoke, but the women started crying in the tent. Hussein alayhi salam came in. He said, I am still alive. What is the reason for the crying? They tell him, oh, our master, when you said, Hal min nasirin yansuruna, Ali Asghar said, I am still alive. There is still one more shaheed for religion of Islam. If the religion of Islam needs help, the 6-month-old is still alive to help the religion. Hussein alayhi salam goes, he receives the arrow, he comes back. He does the amal that we've just done, he comes forth and back. When he receives the confidence, he goes into the tent. He says, Amithluka yunhar, says his mother. I didn't know that children so young were killed as well. Now, there's no one left. Now there's no one left. Hussein alayhi salam, grandson of the Holy Prophet, defender of religion of Islam, stands all alone in that desert, with bodies all around him. Hussein says, when one person dies in someone's family, he can't stand straight. He can't speak properly. Look at me! Bodies all around! All of my family has died. Hussein alayhi salam comes in to the tents. And he meets his son Ali ibn Hussein alayhi salam. Our fourth Imam, who is in a state of illness and unconsciousness. Hussein alayhi salam comes to him and he says, oh my son Ali ibn Hussein, I'm going to the battlefield. It's time for me to fulfill that promise that I made my grandfather when I was born. The Imam looks around, he says, Aina Habib? He says, Aina Hur? Aina Zuhair? Aina Muslim? Aina Ali Akbar? Aina Qasim? Aina Abbas? Hussein alayhi salam says, but my son, don't ask about anybody else. Oh my Aunt Zainab, bring my sword, bring my staff. Ali ibn Hussein in his ailing state gets up. He says, oh my father, how is it possible that you can die before me? I will go into the battlefield and fight for my father. Hussein alayhi salam says, no. Oh my son, you have a greater test which is coming. You will have to stand in the bazaar of Kufa and the bazaar of Sham, there with the women of the household of the Holy Prophet. Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam calls Zainab. He says, Zainab, bring me that piece of clothing which my mother sewed for this day. Zainab alayhi salam brings that piece of clothing. Hussein alayhi salam, he doesn't put it on. He rips it from every place. He says, the words of Maqatil, he says, maybe the people will see that this is ripped, so they won't take it off my body. Hussein alayhi salam rips the piece of clothing, now he puts it on. As he's coming out of the tent, Zainab alayhi salam says, oh my brother Hussein, one moment. She says, oh my brother Hussein, on the 3rd of Jamaat Thani, when our mother had just had moments to live, she called me and she said, Zainab, there will come a time when you will be bidding farewell to my son Hussein. I would not be there, but you would be bidding farewell to my son Hussein. That day, uncover his neck and kiss his neck on my behalf, for the dagger will be blunt and the pain will be insane. Zainab says, oh my brother Hussein, bring forward your neck so that I may fulfill this promise that I made to my mother. Hussein alayhi salam brings his neck forward. And then he says, Zainab, I too have remembered something. I too have remembered something. On the 21st of Ramadan, when our father had been attacked by Ibn Muljim, the poison had taken effect and he was about to die. He called me and he said, Hussein! He said, Hussein! On that day when you are leaving Zainab for the final time, I would not be there. So on my behalf, remove the chadar from her shoulder and kiss that shoulder which will be tied with rope, dragged through the streets of Kufa and Damascus. Hussein alayhi salam kisses the shoulder of Zainab. Now he gets on to Zuljanah. How tired must the horse be? It goes and it comes. Hussein alayhi salam gets onto the Zuljanah. No, he looks around. He says, I helped everybody onto the horse. Who's going to help me onto the horse? Who's going to help me onto the horse? Zainab alayhi salam comes down. She says, oh my brother, your sister is still alive. Zainab alayhi salam helps Hussein onto the horse. Now the horse doesn't go forward. The horse doesn't go forward. Hussein alayhi salam says, Zuljanah, I know you're tired. I know you're tired, but this is one final request. This is one final request. After this, there will be no more shahadat. So Jinnah looks up as if to say, Master, please look down. Oh my master, please look down. How can I go? Hussain alayhi salam looks down. He sees 4-year-old Sakina is holding on to the horse. She's saying, oh horse, don't take my father into the battlefield. Whoever has gone has not come back. Hussain says, Sakina, you had bid me farewell inside. Why now have you come out? She says, Baba, the sun is going towards the west. It's almost time for evening. I remembered I always sleep on your chest. How would I be able to sleep if your chest is not there? Hussain alayhi salam says, Sakina, I will come down one final time. Hussain lays on the burning sand of Karbala. Sakina places her head on her father's chest and she goes to sleep. All of a sudden she wakes up and she says, Baba, go! Hussain says, Sakina, what did you see? She said, oh my father, when I went to sleep, I saw my grandmother, Fatima Zahra. She says, why? Let my son Hussain come. I am here waiting to quench his thirst. None of us are having any water until he comes. Sakina, let him go. Baba, go. Hussain alayhi salam goes into the battlefield one final time, never ever to return. The sky turns black, the earth begins to tremble. Jibreel calls out, Allah qad qutila al-Hussain bi Karbala. Allah qad zubiha al-Hussain bi Karbala. Hussain has been killed in Karbala. Hussain has been slaughtered in Karbala.